What's up, guys? It's Matt, and welcome back to NFL Picks, the final week of the regular NFL season. I'm here solo. Guys couldn't make it. Everybody's getting sick. There's something going around. Some kind of flu at the start of 2026. But speaking of which, we are here. First video of the year. I'm so excited for 2026. You guys have no idea. I have a lot planned. I've been streaming Mario Galaxy, obviously. Probably going to do more of that today. But let's get these games done. I'm also excited to watch these two games that are happening today on Saturday. So let's get into it. And let's get this video out before it's too late. I got Reb's picks. I got Shroud's picks. I got everybody's picks ready. Except mine. You're going to see mine live. So here we go. Let's not waste any more time. Panthers, Bucks. I don't think it's a fluke that a team has come all the way back in the division to try and win it. I think the Panthers take it. Just like that Jags did that one year against the Texans, where it looked like they had the lead. And then the next year, the Jags had the lead, and then the Texans came back and took it. So it's very similar to that. That's what I have happening. I think it was the Titans, actually, not the Texans, who had the division lead, and then the Jags took it. But anyways, I think the Panthers are just that hot to do it. I think they're going to do it. I think the Bucks have fallen off. Their time is over in the NFC South. They've literally won it since like 2020, since Tom Brady took over, and they haven't lost the division since. It's time for a new champion. Give me the Panthers. I agree with Rep here. And that is going to really fuck up my early predictions earlier last year when I tried to predict the whole season. But that's okay. It's been an insane season. Nobody's predicted anywhere close to what the records actually turned out to be. So, I'm not even mad. All right, second game of Saturday. It is a banger. It is a really big banger, man. 49ers in their blacks against the Seattle Seahawks, who have the 1 seed. This is literally for the 1 seed and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Who wants it more? As you can see, Rep and Shroud made up their mind. They want the Seahawks. I want to pick the Seahawks too. I'm really bummed that nobody picked the 49ers. I guess everybody just has no idea that they just keep on winning. I understand why they did it. Maybe they just want the Seahawks to win more. I agree. I want them to win more than the 49ers because, dude, if we get in a crazy season like this and then we get like a fucking we get like a Steelers 49ers Super Bowl, I would cry. I honestly would. Like, that's boring as fuck. I want something weird. I want Jags Seahawks in the Super Bowl. How did they get there? They're gonna get there with the home advantage. Now, even if they lose this, seeds don't matter. Seeds don't matter this year, dude. We have seen this time and time again that seeds will not matter this year. It doesn't. Like, only the one seed matters. I get it. But it really doesn't, because anybody could be anybody if this season says anything. Alright, so I wouldn't even worry if the Seahawks lost and didn't have the 1 seed. I would still probably pick them to get to the Super Bowl. Just want to make that clear. Alright, let's move on. Listen, I'm sorry to the 49ers, okay? I totally believe in you, but I really would like the Seahawks to have a 1 seed. Really would like it, and I really think when you beat them in week 1, they're kind of out for some vengeance here. They were supposed to win week 1 too. I don't know if you remember that game. They fumbled. Saints, Falcons. Again, if the Panthers lose to the Buccaneers, then they can resort to hoping the Falcons beat the Saints. Here's the thing. I think the Saints are too hot. I'm going with the Saints. So, Panthers have to get it done themselves to have any chance. So, hopefully they do that. I mean, the Falcons could definitely win. We saw them just shit on the Rams last week, but hey, man, we'll see. I just think the Saints are too hot. They can't be stopped. They literally can't be stopped. All right, it's a good time to say that I am drinking orange Coke right now, because I am going with my orange team, the Bengals. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns beat us here. Wouldn't be surprised if Myles Garrett breaks the sack record. Wouldn't be surprised if any of that. It's a better draft pick for us. But knowing the team we are, we're going to end up 7-10. Simple as that. But the Browns somehow beat the Steelers, so you never know. They could go on a little hot streak at the end of the year. For absolutely nothing, just like we did. I mean, nothing else to talk about, really, about this game. Battle of Ohio, Week 18. If you're a Bengals fan, if you're a Browns fan, you'll be watching. If you're any other fan, nobody's watching this game. Simple as that. But go Bengals. Colts, Texans wearing their H-Town jerseys. They are literally the highest team in football right now. I am not picking against the Texans. Somebody who picks against the Texans, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But, I mean, I guess the Colts could have a little win at the end of the season. Make him feel good, make Philip Rivers feel good, and retire with less sadness. But I just don't. I don't think you're. I think you're. I don't know. You might get forced. You might do another Andrew Luck once you see that Houston defense. You might see another Andrew Luck with Philip Rivers. He'll just retire mid fucking field. But yeah, give me the Texans. Too high of a team right now. They're playing for like a 5 seed, which is huge. Because, honestly, if the Ravens win, if the Steelers win, doesn't matter. Texans might just blow them out. I mean, we saw them blow them out against the Ravens earlier this season. And, I mean, we know what they're going to... We know what they do to Pittsburgh. We know what they do. So, yeah. I think they will get the 5 seed and possibly give the 4 seed no chance. I like how you're seeing some of my playoff predictions as we go through this. But Titans, Jags. Jags are wearing the throwbacks. Jags are, dude, AFC South is really hot. Like I said, I would love a Texans-Seahawks Super Bowl or a Jaguars-Seahawks Super Bowl. I think that would just be so fucking chaotic, and it'd be great. It would just be great. But travel with the Titans here. Maybe trying to stop the Jags from getting a 1 seed, possibly. We'll see about that. Packers, Vikings. You want to talk about the hottest teams? This is probably the coldest team going into the playoffs. Maybe the Steelers. You could argue the Steelers, but I think the Packers are limping into the playoffs even more. Give me the Vikings. And, I mean, they're locked as the 7th seed. They can't do anything. They might as well rest their starters here. And the Vikings might win regardless. And they'll finish with a positive record at 9-8. That is actually crazy. I remember the Packers having literally 1 loss the entire season. And then they just started losing everything. Like the Panthers, the Ravens, the Broncos. Yeah, they just started losing so much. And I can't really explain it, but I didn't think this team deserved the playoffs in the first place. I'm not going to lie. Like, I know they swept the Lions. I know they swept the Cowboys, but I really don't think this team stands a hell of a chance in the playoffs. Not even close. They're not. You cannot compare them to any other team in the playoffs right now. They're just not. They're not consistent enough. They're not. I wanted to say they were good, but because they were squeaking out games, but they're really not. Have we even seen the Packers blow out anybody this season? I mean, seriously. It's always a defensive battle. Jordan Love, they said, would take the next step, but he is not. Congratulations about him having a baby, though. but we're talking about the NFL here. He's not great, guys. He's not elite. He's not elite yet. Maybe he can prove it in the playoffs, but I think they're just not. They're not going anywhere. Not this year at least. Give it some time. Cowboys, Giants. Just give me the Cowboys. I've already said enough about the Giants this year. They made me so mad that I just stopped picking them, except against the Raiders, because the Raiders are the Raiders. But go with the Cowboys here. I think they'll squeak that 500 against the Giants. I mean, they've been blowing out other teams in the past. I don't think they're slowing down, regardless if they're in New York. But this is interesting because Rep picked the Giants. I don't know what he's doing. He might be on to something, guys. He might have elite ball knowledge, as you can see. Jets, Bills. Shroud picked the Jets. I'm going with the Bills. Like, the Bills are a weird situation because, yes, they're losing their division, but this is the first playoff. They're one of the most consistent playoff teams in the AFC, right? And there could be no Lamar Jackson, potentially, no Joe Burrow, and no Patrick Mahomes, who has been his Achilles heel the entire playoffs in the last, 5-6 years. So that being said, it's almost pressure on him to get it done, you know? This is do it now or it's never going to happen situation. There's no Patrick Mahomes to beat you last second again, or the refs to fuck you over. There's no Joe Burrow to come into your house in the snow and just destroy your defense. It will come down to how the defense performs, but if Josh Allen wants a Super Bowl with the Bills, in my opinion, you have to do it this year. I'm not even predicting them to make it this year, but if I'm the Bills, you got to get it done now. You have to, right? It doesn't matter if the Patriots beat you in the past. It doesn't matter if 4 teams are ahead of you technically because you didn't win your division. You gotta get it done now. You're the consistent playoff team in the AFC. You've been there before. A lot of teams have not. A lot of players have not. So just get it done. Holy shit. Or I don't think they're ever gonna get it done. Yeah. Bears are technically playing for something. They're playing for that higher seed. Again, the seed's really not going to matter to me. Other than maybe... Honestly, the 7 seed in the AFC is even scary. The Chargers could be a 7 seed. I think the Bills are going to be the 7 seed. That's insane. That's actually insane. But, yeah, I'll take the Bears. Lions, I think, just kind of... They're obviously not in the playoffs. Their goose is cooked. I don't know. I don't know how to pick. Because I kind of want to go with the Lions upset because I don't know if the Bears are going to be playing anybody. No. I'll stick with the Bears. This is just playing for nothing. Lions, I can't believe they messed it up against the Vikings on Christmas. Not a good Christmas for the Lions fans. It's crazy to think the 1 seed from the NFC and the AFC last year are just missed the playoffs entirely. Really weird. But, hey, man. We'll see how they do. Chargers, Broncos. I was just about to get to this. I'm going with the Chargers. Y'all know me. I think even Broncos fans want me to pick against them because I'm a huge doubter. But I'm just going to say it, y'all. The Broncos are going to be the Detroit Lions from last year. They're probably gonna win. But if they lose, the Jags could get the 1 seed or the Patriots, right? Depending on if the Patriots lose or not. But the Broncos have they can get the 1 seed, and they're going to go in, and they might just play the Buffalo Bills. Well, here's what could happen. Okay, hang on. So they're at the 1 seed right now. If they lose, I think the worst they'd probably get, because I don't think all these upsets are going to happen, is the 2 seed. And then you're playing the fucking Bills. You are potentially playing the Bills. I mean, holy shit. That is an insane 7 seed to play if you're 2 seed. Now, if you're the 1 seed, let's see. You'd go in, you'd host at Denver, of course, as the 1 seed, and it'd be the lowest seed who wins. So, let's say the Bills are the 7 seed, and they play maybe the Patriots. I mean, Bills could definitely potentially win that, right? Or, but if the Patriots win, let's look at the Jags. Sorry, not the Jags. The Chargers. It'd be the Chargers versus Jags. If the Chargers beat the Jags, then it would just be this rematch in the divisional. Or, the worst case scenario, all the higher seeds win, but the Steelers and Ravens play the Texans, and then the Broncos have to play the fucking Texans, because they'd be the higher seed if the 2 and 3 seed win. So Denver, I don't know, man. Like, you've had all these close matchups. That's great. You've won almost all of them. But the playoffs, they catch up to you, bro. They catch up to you. You can't just be winning all these close games and expect to roll through the playoffs. It's just not. I got hiccups. Whatever. I don't think it's gonna happen, dude. Broncos are dude. On Christmas, they played the fucking practice squad Chiefs, and they let the Chiefs have a potential game-winning drive. Like, how do you keep that close? I hate watching the Broncos. I hate it. I think they should be like a 7 seed. Like, I think they deserve the playoffs, but if they get the 1 seed, oh my God. You might as well call them bigger frauds than the Chiefs last year. All right, Cardinals, Rams. Give me the Rams. Pretty simple. I mean, the Rams, dude. Maybe I shouldn't pick the Rams. They are falling off. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals come in here and the Rams get on a cold streak going into the playoffs. That spells disaster. I don't know how you recover from it if you lose to the Cardinals and just limp into the playoffs like that. Not ideal. Not ideal when playing, let's see, you're probably playing the Eagles or the Bears, possibly. Who else? Eagles, Bears. Or the Panthers. I don't think they'll be the 5 seed, but Panthers, Bucks, possibly. Yeah, I don't know. It's complicated in the NFC, but you just can't limp into the playoffs. Again, that's a lot of just. It's the opposite of morale boost going into it. So, I wouldn't do it. Chiefs, Raiders. Yeah, Raiders are getting that first pick because I'm going with the Chiefs. Now, this would be insane if the Raiders beat the Chiefs. Shit. I get the Titans could do it, but the Raiders are a whole different, horrible team. Worst team in the NFL right now. They deserve the number 1 pick. So, give me the Chiefs. No matter how practice squad they look. Alright? Chris Olajuwon is going to get that shit done. Trust. Dolphins, Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to win. I don't think there's going to be a lot of slip-ups here for seeding wise. Could the Dolphins just fuck up the Patriots' world and do it? Yeah, they could. But, I mean, they're literally like a 3 seed at worst. The Patriots are a 3 seed at worst. It's really not that deep. So, they won their division already. They literally cannot get lower than a 3 seed. I don't know. Do they really care? Like, do they really care if they're playing the Texans, Chargers, or Bills? Those are all 3 good teams. We don't know who's going to be the 6th seed. We'll see. But I don't think the Patriots really care about if they lose or not, but they definitely want to try and get the 1 seed. They just got to hope the Broncos lose. All right. Commanders, Eagles. Eagles are wearing their Kelly greens. The Commanders are still a mess. Jaden Daniels might return, but I think the Eagles got it. It's weird that everyone's going with the Eagles, but Jaden Daniels is playing this game. You think somebody would pick the upset? It could be me. No. I don't know. Nah, the Eagles don't lose the Kelly Greens, dude. I guess they did play the Cowboys this year and went up 21-0 and then fucking choked. Scored 0 points that half and lost in the Kelly Greens. But this is the Commanders. They're not as electric of a team as the Cowboys have been this year. It would really be unexpected for me if they go off this game. For Jaden Daniels, maybe in his career, how he's been doing so far. Last year, I would believe it. This year, I really don't see them keeping up with the Eagles, especially with their defense. Their defense is really good. So let's move on. All these games have been Sunday besides those 2 games. And this is your Sunday nighter to end the season. Who gets in the playoffs? Who goes home? Steelers, Ravens. It is absolute cinema. I can't believe the Steelers lost to the Browns, dude. I thought they were going to lock the division up and it was going to be Panthers-Bucks for game 272. But instead, we get Panthers-Bucks today, first game of the week, and we get Steelers-Ravens. Everyone's picking Ravens. Everyone's picking Ravens. They're like, Steelers are a bunch of chokers. I think they are rushing Lamar Jackson back, but they're also rushing TJ Watt back. But Lamar has not been too good this year. He hasn't been himself, especially in the past month. And honestly, Tyler Huntley got it done for the Ravens to beat the Packers. Blew them out. Blew out Malik Willis. And that Packers defense looked nothing like what they were supposed to. Ravens defense has been cooking. But, man, honestly, the Steelers defense is pretty good too. But, my God, you have to score a lot more against the Browns. Like, you don't let Myles Garrett get the sack record, but you lose to them. That's embarrassing. 6 points against the Browns, by the way. What the fuck are they doing? I get they had a chance to tie the game last second, but my God, that was horrible. Now they're at home. Are they really going to lose at home? I think if they lose this and they miss the playoffs, the Ravens come back, it's time to clean house. It's time to clean house in Pittsburgh. It is time. You cannot live in fucking purgatory for an entire decade. 9-8, 9-8, 10-7, 9-8, 8-8 1. What are we doing? I think that the Steelers are not going to leave purgatory. They're going to win. They're going to win, and they're going to make the playoffs, and they're going to get blown out by probably the Texans. And that's going to be their story once again. They're going to do it. They're going to be happy about the playoffs, and then they're going to get blown out, and they're like, oh, man, if only we missed the playoffs and cleaned house. They're so mid, it hurts. I'm not even... Dude, if I was a Pittsburgh fan, I'd be fucking fuming. The fact that we're just always going to be mid. Mid. Nothing but mid. 10-7, 9-8. That's your road. All leads road to 9-8. All leads road. What the fuck am I saying? All roads lead to 10-7. I think they're gonna do it. I really do. I think they're gonna sweep the Ravens. Everyone's talking about the Ravens, and then the Steelers are just gonna handle business, but they're not gonna handle business in the playoffs. It's what they do. That is their culture. As the last 7 years. So that's going to be the picks. Let's check out the scenarios, which I've kind of talked about already. You got the Broncos at the 1 seed right now. If they win against the Chargers would fall to the 7 seed. If the Bills win, there's a lot. There's just so much going on. The Patriots already won their division. If the Broncos lose, then the Patriots get up. But if they both lose, then the Jags get up if they win to the 1 seed. Steelers cannot go anywhere. Ravens can't go anywhere if they win. They'll be the 4 seed. But it is interesting because the Texans play the Colts. If they win, they'll stay the 5 seed. But they have a chance if the Jags lose that the Texans can be the 3 seed. Which is very interesting. If the Chargers win and the Texans lose, they can be... I forgot what the record was. I think they can be the 5 seed. There's so much going on here. But nobody else from the outside can get in besides the Ravens. All these guys are in the playoffs. Besides the Steelers, of course. And for the NFC, we got the Seahawks in the 1 seed right now. If they beat the 49ers, congratulations, they win the 1 seed. If the 49ers win, they get the 1 seed. If the Bears win, no, I don't think there's any way they can get the 1 seed. I think this is it. This is just it for the 1 seed. The Eagles, I don't think they can... wait, they can. I think they have the same record. Or, no. Are the Bears 12-4? I forgot, y'all. But the Panthers and Bucks are fighting for their lives, of course. It's just like the Steelers and Ravens. I can't believe we have one on each conference. That's so good. 2 teams on each conference fighting for their playoff spot. Or they go home. I mean, absolute cinema. Rams fucked up their chances. They could probably be a 5 seed at best. The 49ers lose. I think they could be 6 seed. But the Packers are dead stuck at 7 seed. That's why I think they're limping into the playoffs. There's your scenarios for the most part. And let's say these are the final matchups if everybody wins. Well, it'd probably be Bills, right? Probably be Bills. Because one of these teams has to lose. So I'm thinking, all right, let's just say, I don't think this can be the playoff order, but let's just think about these games, okay? So these two get the bye, right? And you got Patriots Bills. That's insane. Another matchup. Jags Chargers. Oh, the Jags blew them out, didn't they? And Steelers Texans, just like I said. I mean, the Steelers and Texans. I think the Texans would rather play one of these 2 teams. So I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll see. They got the tiebreaker over both of these teams, by the way. So I think they're hard stuck at the 5 seed. Seahawks get the bye, and then it would be Bears Packers. I don't know if the Bears want to play the Packers, dude. I get they beat them, but I don't know if they want to play them. Eagles Rams, fun. And then Panthers 49ers. The Christian McCaffrey Bowl would feed families. But thank you guys for watching. Our playoff predictions will get there maybe in the next week. You'll see those. Maybe Rep and Trout will be there. Who knows? Hope they get healthy. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to take a drink now. I'll see you guys next time. Hakuna Matata. Let's go.